In Bee Swarm community there are many tier lists, and today, I picked the best ones for y'all. The first tier list is called Bee Swarm Mask tier list. Now, the first one is the helmet. The helmet is pretty useful when you're entering mid-game, and when you're a starter player, but I would give this a honest C. The next one is the Cog Mask. Now, I feel like this is the most useless mask. It was only useful for the 2-player challenge back in 2020. But it's not useful anymore, so I'm going to put an F. The Propeller Hat. This hat is, I think, will go in D. Because it's not very useful, and it's kind of expensive. And it's very overrated. The next one is the Bumblebee Mask S tier here. No explanation needed. It's obvious. The Beekeeper Mask output this in a total B. This is an absolute game changer. When you're entering mid-game and you buy this mask, you're gonna realize how useful this mask is. Bubble Mask. Trash, we do not need to talk, and Fire Mask trash. Do not use them. The Bumblebee Man Mask is again S tier. The Demon Mask. I would put this in honestly S tier because it gives you attack. And it's very useful for red hives. Now, I would say the same about Diamond Mask, but it gives only capacity, which, okay, it's useful for blue hives, but not for any other A tier. The Gummy Mask is an absolute game changer. I would put this in total S tier because if you do not know, every mid-game player uses the Gummy Mask, and when they get the Gummy Mask, excited. And not only the Gummy Mask helps for mid-game players a ton, and it's the best mask for white hives. Honey Mask. Now, we all know the memes, but it's kind of dead now. B tier. This is my mask tier list. Let me know what you think. Now the next tier list we're gonna have is Bee Swarm Simulator Bees tier list. Well, the first one is going to be Baby Bee. Baby Bee S tier. It gives you baby love. The gifted baby ability gives you loot, and pretty much every single and game player has this. Bee Basic Bee A tier. It gives you very good gifted high bonus, but it does not give any other ability, so I'll put in an A tier Bear Bee. S tier, it gives you Bear Morph, which changes the whole game and functionality. Bomber Bee C tier. Bomber Bee is simply useless, but for mid-game players and starter players, it's very useful, so put in C. Brave Bee out. Put this in C tier because it does not give any abilities. It only gives 1 bee attack as the gift hive bonus. Bumblebee D tier. If you ever see one of those spam Bumblebee hives, run away from them. Never talk to them. Simple as that. Bucko Bee B tier. And that will go the same for the Riley Bee. But I don't think it's here. Bruh. Bumblebee. C tier. Bumblebee gives a blue bomb. Hole a blue bomb and some. I don't know what the gifted ability was. I forgot, but it's not a bad bee for blue hives overall. Buoyant Bee A tier. It gives you balloons. It gives you capacities that give the hive bonus. It's a very good bee, and it also gives you surprise balloons. Carpenter Bee A tier. It gives you Poland Mark, Honey Mark Plus, and the gifted half of bonus. It's a good bee. Cobble Bee B tier. And also Crimson Bee B tier. These bulk bees are useful for their own hives. For example, Crimson Bee not really needed for red hives anymore. Cobwood Bee. I can say that the same for the Cobwood Bee. But I do not know. Commander. Put this in B tier. It gives you focus. It gives you critical chance. But at the same time, the Bus Bomb really gives it a huge disadvantage. Kobe 8 year. It gives you a, but it gives you blue boost, and it gives you some blue pollen as the gifted high bonus. Diamond B Cedar. Can you actually names one useful thing? That the B. Thus only the gift to have bonus. That's all you say. The same as basic but B. The basic B an absolute changer game. For all beast. The Diamond B is only needed for blue eyes. Demo B D tier. Pretty much. Bomber B, but worse. Demon B. Output this in D tier, but I'm feeling generous, so I'll put it in next year. The only reason I'm putting it in this year is because it's a good attack. B. Digital BS. Year. I cannot name everything that it does. Map corruption. Drive expansion. Whatever else, it's op. That was the best B in the game. And that is still exhaust B. S tier. A C tier. Can you name one thing that it's useful? I do not know. Festive B. I would give this and Bader. It's a good B for red hives. But at the same time, it gives festive gift, which is useful for any hive. Fire bee. D tier. The fire bee is pretty much the bubble bee, but for red eyes. If you ever see a fire bee spammer, run away from them. Frosty bee a tier. Frosted bee gives you blue bomb. It gives you the gift of high bonus, and overall, it's a good looking bee. Fuzzy bee baiter. It's very useful for mid-game and late game. But when you become endgame, you realize you do not need it. Gummy bee S tier. It's very good. It gives you glob beverage. And any hive needs it. Except red hives. Hasty bee a tier. It gives you haste, which makes you very fast. And to give the high bonus give makes you even faster. Honey bee S tier. Firstly, look at how handsome this is. Second, this gifted high bonus is absolutely off. Even for what hives, this is a life changer. Lion bee, cedar. Now, you go ahead and Lion bee is a very good bee for that. Yes. But it gives buzz bomb, which gives it a huge disadvantage. Looker, B tier. It gives you the focus. It gives you critical power. Not a bad bee. Music bee a tier. The reason I'm not giving it a next is year because once you become endgame, you realize you need only one. Ninja BS tier, C tier. Can you name actually one thing that Ninja Bee does? Blue bomb. It's pretty much the replacement of boy and bees, but it's still not the best one. Photon bee aster. It gives beam storm. It gives instant conversion, and it gives hates. It's a very good beat, and it's only 500 tickets. Precise bee last year. I feel like almost every single newbie is going to go next year, because Precise bee is just very off. From the sniper ability to its attack. And it's a functionality for red and white hives. It's needed. But BBD tier, we do not need to talk about it. Self-explanatory. Absolutely useless. It's gonna go in the same ranking as the Cool Bee a tier. Rage Bee B tier, gives you rage. But the Spicy Bee replaces. Rascal Bee D tier. Riley B is going to go in B tier. Shock B is going to go also in B tier because it gives white pollen, yes. But it's not super useful. Shy Bee Cedar. The only useful thing about this bee is the red boost. And it's a gifted high bonus. Which the gifted high bonus makes it kind of trash. So I'm gonna put it in C tier spice to be a tier. It's a very good bee. And I really love it. Stubborn bee a tier. Just kidding. B tier. It gives you a 20% lifespan of the abilities. Yes. But it's not useful. Dabby BS tier. That pole bee, I would give this in a tier. Vector BS tier, that vicious bee, is an either a tier or either B tier. I'll put this in probably 8 year because It's not really needed when you're endgame. Wendy B S tier. And this is my full bee swarm simulator. Bees. Tier list. Black Bear, absolutely B tier because it will give you the dye of the mythic at the Slack West, but the repeatable quests are kind of boring. Brown Bear 8 year. It can give you tons of good loot. The quests aren't super hard, but they're quite annoying, and actually, no one does them. So I'll put it in 8 year. Panda Bear beat here. It gives you the storic at the end, and also the star treat, but I don't feel like it's that useful. It does not have repeatable quests. And now for the Science Bear. I would put it in S tier because of the Science Enchantment, which when you reach 31, it'll give you tons of good vote. The 775%. It's good. It's actually good. Let me tell you that. Polar Bear a tier. The only reason it makes this bear good is that it gives you the polar power, but in the other ways, it's absolutely annoying. It gives you the most annoying question. The game. Mother Bear a tier. It will give you the star treats at the end, and it'll make you actually think a cure about your bees level. Spear Bear S tier. It will give you the 3 main spirit petals, which you use for a petal belt, petal ones, and the Windy P. Sun Bear at C tier. The only reason not putting it in detail is because it's a limited bear. Gummy Bear CD tier. It's not useful. It's useless. It does not have quests. The only quests are in business. Or I'll put in C tier. B Bear S tier. This is my whole BS bear tier list. Now, it's time for the bee swarm simulator. This one, I don't know how to call it, but I would make this C tier here. The Coconut Haste B tier. S tier. The Diamond Drake. I would put it probably in Legendary Aka tier. These both actually go on C, because I don't really know their use. Just kidding. But Guarding Starbeat here. It gives you a very good amount of Poland. And the problem is that when it's yours, and you get the 2.5 times pollen in the specific field, well, after you crandles 15 minutes, it simply disappears and you cannot get it anymore because it's only depending on which field. You don't grind a lot in. The Go Trails S tier also, that goes for all of the gummy things. Actually, the Gummy Star because it's RNG. The Scorching Star is an absolute S tier. Do you not know how OB Scorching Star gets? Pop Star B tier. Ignite D tier X Flame A tier up. D this thing. B tier Coconut Shield S tier up. B tier, Star Song S tier, and Star Shower D. This is my B from passives. If you enjoy this tier list and want me to make more series, let me know down in the comments. That's all. Have a great day or night, and peace out.